Maiden day for the 102-inch ARS with the Stinger 150. All right, you ready, Dave?
Are we ready? Okay.
We're ready.
Let me go get the battery. Golly, look at the battery on this freaking thing. Holy cow. We're gonna have to start lifting weights so we can deal with this thing.
Yeah. China Hobby Line 6L5000s, there's 4 of them for a 12S 10,000 setup.
We got the power.
We do have the power.
Okay. Cut.
Dave keeps trying to get in my damn airplane and I keep telling him not to, but he keeps trying. He's trying to figure out how he's gonna get in there.
Dude, you gotta go pee sometime today, so.
All right. I'm pretty sure that was 55 pounds and it damn near knocked me on my keister. Dave, we'll do, this is a big plane. Let's do one last control systems check.
Go ahead.
I expect the right aileron to come up, and it does. The left one is down, that's correct. I expect the left aileron to come up, and it does. The right goes down, that's correct. The elevator should come up, it does. The elevator should go down, it does. The rudder should go right, and it does. Left, and it does. Okay, so we've got that, and then here's the high rates, in case you want to see that.
I was getting ready to say.
There's high rates, and I actually have mid rates on this, although I don't know that I'll use them, but I have them. So we'll do low rates for takeoff. All right, here goes the maiden flight of the Skywing 102-inch ARS 300. I want to make sure I say thanks to KST, who really stepped up and sent me the servos for this airplane. It's got the KST A20 4515s, really strong servos. KST is one of my go-to brands for my top shelf stuff, so thanks a lot to KST for providing these. I'll have a link in the description if you'd like to pick some of these servos up for yourself. There were 7 of them in this airplane, so thanks KST for sponsoring the build. Here we go, maiden flight of the ARS.
Flawless. You trimming?
Couple clicks of left, that's all it needed.
Nice. And it is a gear motor. It's got just a little bit of a different sound to it.
Yeah, this is a Stinger 150 with the custom wind motor, Scorpion motor from Jim over at Stinger Power Systems. And I've got a Tribunus 3 220 amp ESC and a Falcon 28x13 C2E prop. That's a carbon for electric prop on this setup. And then again, the servos, the KST A20 4515s. China Hobby Line provided the batteries for this plane. They are the 6L 5070Cs, and I've got 4 of them in this plane, set up 2 in series for 12S. That gives me 1 12S 5000, and that's 2 of those packs. So there are 2 12S 5000 packs in here for a total of 10,000 milliamp hours. All right, so 12S 10,000 on the batteries, and yeah, that's it. I also have an ETC converter in here so we can measure our current draw. We'll see what that's producing, and that'll give me an opportunity to see what kind of wattage we're making on this setup as well. Okay, nice, beautiful tracking on the loop. That was very good. And I'm in low rates, keep in mind. So let's switch to high rates.
High rate.
Beautiful, no coupling. Oh man, I'm really happy about that. Straight as an arrow on the knife edge, really, really nice. Do a little bit of a punch out. Plenty of power on the upline, no problems there. Nice flat spin, perfect. Man, it's flying good. Very neutral, it's the way I like it. Let's do the upline test and check CG and see how it does there. I already have a feeling it's pretty good actually. So there's the 45-degree upline, inverted, 75% power. And yeah, it just basically maintained. So I feel good about that.
How does it stall?
Stall, let's try the stall. Real quick, I'm gonna check voltage and time here. 4.5 minutes. All right, here's the stall.
Nose over, nice.
Yeah, little drop to the left, just a touch. It wasn't dramatic, but let's try it one more time. Yeah, perfectly straight that time. So yeah, no problems.
Yeah, that was wind induced.
Yeah, yep. And I'd like to do my yaw test, Dave, so I'm gonna go straight up.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it into the wind. Let's check the yaw. All right, so straight up. Then we kill power and see which way it drops.
And reverse.
Yeah,
Nice.
Straight down, no issues.
Yeah.
45 volts.
We're at 45 volts. I have it set at 3.7 volts per cell, or
20 seconds.
44.4 volts is my threshold. And now granted, I'm not hammering, okay? So the flight time is not gonna be a good
10, 9,
estimate.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Look at that.
1.
Nice.
Timer 3 elapsed.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, plenty of power for the pop tops. No worries there. I really shouldn't be doing that on a Maiden. Shame on me, Dave.
You know, we're professionals.
All right, we're at 6 minutes of flight time. I feel really good about it. Let's get it on the ground.
Good.
And let's inspect, okay?
Nice.
High rate.
All right.
There it is.
Very good.
102-inch Maiden done. Woohoo!
No drama.
No drama.
Nope.
Just the way I like to see it. All right, you ready, Dave?
Are we ready? Okay.
We're ready.
Let me go get the battery. Golly, look at
12S
the battery
10,000.
on this freaking thing. Holy cow. We're going to have to start lifting weights so we can deal with this thing.
Yeah. China Hobby Line 6L5000s, there's 4 of them for a 12S 10,000 setup.
We got the power.
We do have the power.
Okay. Cut.
All right, 31 pounds. We'll call it 31. All right, so 31 pounds, and we had 1 pound for the canopy,
32.
so 32 pounds all up weight.
32. Yep.
That's with the 12S 10,000, the 1300 2S flight battery, and all the electronics. So
Just 32 pounds? We got room for improvement here.
well, I was expecting 28, 29 maybe, so it's a little stout.
Well, you put a freaking tractor trailer motor on it. What you expect?
Yeah, I reckon. Dave keeps trying to get in my damn airplane, and I keep telling him not to, but he keeps trying. He's trying to figure out how he's going to get in there.
Dude, you got to go pee sometime today. So.
All right. All right, here's a thrust test on the ARS 300. Dave, whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm going to do it slowly. Throttle active. Clear prop.
I think I saw 55 pounds. I'm pretty sure that was 55 pounds and it damn near knocked me on my keister.
Yeah, I had to put my hat backwards. Okay. I look like a freaking Pekingese now with my nose all shoved into my face. You want to do it again for verification?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, yeah, let's do it one more time. And yeah, hold on. Okay, let's do it one more time, Dave.
Okay. Say when.
Oh, hold on. All right, go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, 56 pounds, and that's sandblasting me.
Yeah, it was me too.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So you got one more to do over here.
Yeah, we got to do the watts and current, so we're going to do that next.
That thing pulls some nice power.
Yeah. All right, you got the plane?
I got it.
All right, what we're looking for here is the current, and I'm going to reset the telemetry real fast. So resetting. Okay, we reset the telemetry. And what I'm looking for, we're just going to grab this in post, but we're at 49.5 on the voltage, and there is our current. So here we go, Dave. Are you ready?
You ready? Go
All
ahead.
right, here comes the power. All right, I thought I saw it around 46 volts at 190 amps, so I'll calculate that in post and we'll figure it out. I'll put a little chart in here so you can see where we are in terms of wattage development. All right, let's fly it some more.
You good?
Yep.
You got the throttle locked?
Throttle's locked.
Okay.
Okay, we're recording now.
Okay. It blew all my hair off.
Well, we'll go find it. We'll go find it later. It's over there somewhere. I think I saw it. All right.
Yeah, that was a lot of thrust.
That was a lot of thrust.
Yeah, that was pulling.
All right. All right, second flight of the 102-inch Skywing RC ARS.
High rate.
There we go. Look at that flat spin, man. Nice.
Beautiful.
Dave, I gotta land. There's something going on with my radio.
Okay, let's land. Yeah, I noticed something different there a minute ago.
Low rate.
Nice.
High rate.
Beautiful.
Well, that wraps up the maiden flight of the 102-inch Skywing ARS 300 V3. I'm going to go through the hardware real fast from front to back so we know what's going on here. Up front, the spinner actually came with the kit. I'm running a Falcon carbon fiber. It's a C2E carbon fiber 4 electric, 28 by 13 prop. The power system is a custom wound Scorpion motor paired up with a Stinger 150 from Stinger Power Systems. The batteries supplied by China Hobby Line are 4 6S5000s, and there are 2 packs. So each pack is a pair of 6S5000s wired in series for 12S, and then 2 of those are connected in parallel to give 10,000 milliamp hours to the airframe. The servos were provided by KST. Thank you, KST, for sponsoring the video and sponsoring the build with those awesome A20 4515 servos. Link in the description if you'd like to get some of those for yourself. And then for the rest of the power setup, I've got a Radiomaster ER8 receiver connected to a Builda power distribution board, and the flight system is powered by a China Hobby Line 2S1500 battery pack. The ESC, I forgot the ESC, that is a Scorpion Tribunus 3 220 amp ESC up front. And I also have the Electronic Light Systems ETC, that stands for ESC Telemetry Converter, and that gives me voltage and current all the way up to 12S on my radio.
So we had the bigger airplanes. I was all proud. Because I had a big airplane, and I brought my big airplane. And
Yeah.
I'm like, ha ha ha!
Yeah.
I got a big airplane. And I told John, I got a big airplane. And John's like, no, we can't do that. So he comes out with this. He comes out with this. That's the 78, and this is the 103. So I'm like, before, I'm like, ha ha ha. And he comes out, I'm like, ar.
That's a good scale perspective.
There's a
of the two.
comparison. 78 inch, 102.
Yeah. Big
There you
difference. Yeah. Very nice. In terms of airplane performance, I didn't have any gripes about the way the airplane handled in the sky. The power system's delivering everything I'd expect. I was talking with Dave about speed and power, and one of the tests I like to run these days is a pop top, because there's a certain amount of momentum you need to carry for that to look right. And if the plane can perform the pop top clean, and this one does, then I feel like it's got enough speed. So I don't have a issue with how fast the plane is moving. In fact, it could probably be slowed down a little bit if you were so inclined to, say, run like a 2310 or something like that. Overall, I'd say the power is just fine for the way I fly the plane. I have plenty of power on the upline. Visibility of the airframe is great. Flight characteristics, very neutral. It's perfectly balanced on the spar tube, and gave a perfectly neutral flight characteristic in the sky. Knife edges weren't an issue. And overall, I'd say the plane performed just the way I'd expect it to. Any observations you'd make, Dave?
Yeah. You know, with me, if you decide you don't have enough power, plane's not big enough, you don't like the colors, that's what friends are for. I'll take the burden, friend.
You'd take the burden?
I will remove it from your sight. So that's what friends are for.
I appreciate you. Hey, if you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when new videos hit the channel. That's all I've got for today. Take it easy.
Hasta la vista.
And go fly something.